The US government will reopen after it was revealed by Fox News that there are now enough Senate Democrats willing to back a deal to reopen the government.
Hey, good evening. Well, we're looking at this test vote sometime after 8 o'clock Eastern time here in the Senate. The Senate is out on a recess right now, but they will come back after 8. And we were kind of thinking that this test vote would come between 8 and 10 o'clock Eastern time. Now, it is a test vote, as we say, but it's more than just that. That will tell us, if they are successful, if the government shutdown is going to end and the government is going to reopen. This is going to be about the math. It's whether or not all Republicans, and let's see if they can get all Republicans here, combined with a group of Democrats, can get to 60 votes and break a filibuster. If they get to that 60-vote threshold, that vote, that test vote, is almost more important than final passage, which could come later in the evening tonight, maybe in the overnight, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Let me break down the math here right now. So there are 53 Republicans in the Senate. It's unclear if Rand Paul, the Republican from Kentucky, would vote with his party. He has opposed his party on this issue really since the end of September. But you've had a coalition of 3 other senators who caucus with the Democrats who voted with the Republicans throughout the way here. And we've just gotten this bit of information in the past few minutes that, part and parcel that was central to getting this deal were 3 former New England governors. They are all senators now. You have Jeanne Shaheen, the Democratic senator from New Hampshire, Maggie Hassan, the Democratic senator from New Hampshire as well, and Angus King, the independent from Maine, who caucuses with the Democrats. They say that they have gotten some major concessions in this deal. This would reverse the federal rifts. Also, SNAP money would be back in, and so they're willing to support that deal. So you see how that coalition of Democrats is growing. And here's the other issue. You have a split in the Democratic caucus. The Senate Democrats have been meeting behind closed doors for about an hour and a half, 2 hours now, and there's a lot of division there. There are some Democrats who are going to come out and support this test vote, and the others are going to rage at them. Hakeem Jeffries, who's the Democratic leader, just put out a statement a few minutes ago. He said that this fight is not over in the House of Representatives for the Democrats. You had critical words from Bernie Sanders, the independent senator from Vermont, about what the Democrats were doing here because they didn't get anything on health care. Remember, this is why Democrats were not voting to fund the government. They wanted an agreement on health care. Greg Kazar, who is a Democrat from Texas, and he chairs the Progressive Caucus in the House of Representatives, he called this a betrayal. So we're probably going to have this test vote sometime in the next couple of hours, and then the question is just how fast they can get it through the Senate. Does that come later tonight? Does it come in the overnight? Is this more of a Monday or Tuesday project?
Oklahoma's Senate Representative Mullen broke it down further right outside the Senate in real time.
Okay, guys, it's Sunday evening and we're about ready to have our first vote to move to finally reopen the government. It's been ridiculous. The Democrats have been absolutely absurd. So let me give you the rundown on how this works. Right now, we got to have a motion to proceed. That means to get on the bill. Once we pass that, which we've already had 10 Democrats that have agreed to vote with us, so we had the votes. Once it's passed, technically it invokes 20 or 30 hours of debate. Now the Democrats can yield all that back if they want to. After that, we have another vote, and that's to amend the clean CR that the House sent over. Now, what that means is the House sent over a clean CR on all 12 appropriation bills. We have 3 appropriation bills that we're amending. So we have the LEDGE, we have MILCON, which is military, and AG. Now, AG is where the SNAP program is. So we're going to have to amend 3 of the 12 appropriation bills and then CR the rest of the 9 and then send that back to the House after we vote on it. But once we vote to amend it, it invokes another 30 hours of debate and before we can actually vote on the bill. So if the Democrats want to drag this out, they can drag it out for 60 hours. Now, it's ridiculous because the vote's already there, but there's some presidential hopefuls that want to, Democrat presidential hopefuls, that want to drag this out and like plant their flag and say, this is awful, we're not going to do this. Well, that means we won't be able to get to that vote until Wednesday. That means the House has to come back in and vote after we do, which would mean probably the government wouldn't reopen until Thursday. Now, if the Democrats want to yield back the time, we could get all 3 votes done tonight. The House could come back in, vote, and the government could be reopened back tomorrow night. So we'll see what they do. More than likely, they're going to try to continue to hold you guys as leverage points.
The agreement came after Donald Trump hinted at a deal that would allow the government to reopen without having to cave to any of Schumer's demands.
We'll never agree to give any substantial money or any money to really prisoners, illegals that come into our country. And I think the Democrats understand that. And it looks like we're getting close to the shutdown ending. You'll know very soon. Thank you very much.
And whilst federal workers and vulnerable Americans are breathing a collective sigh of relief, Bernie Sanders is having a meltdown at the Democrats who are helping to reopen the government.
And that the way the process has been developed, it is impossible to delay the votes that are going to take place. And if that were not the case, that is certainly what I would do, because I think it is important that the American people fully understand what is being voted on today. Everybody in America knows that our current healthcare system is broken, it is dysfunctional, it is cruel, it is by far the most expensive healthcare system in the world, and the only healthcare system of any major country that does not guarantee healthcare to all people as a human right, covering every man, woman, and child. We are unique in that respect. And yet tonight, what this Senate is about to do is make a horrific situation even worse. So let's be clear what this vote is about. If this vote succeeds, over 20 million Americans are going to see at least a doubling in their premiums in the Affordable Care Act. In my state of Vermont and throughout this